Millie was 63, with a zest for life that belied her age. She had always been active, taking daily walks in the park, attending yoga classes, and enjoying time with her grandchildren. But lately, she noticed a creeping fatigue that she couldn't quite shake off. It wasn't like her to feel this way. She was usually full of energy, especially after her morning coffee. Millie had always believed in taking care of herself, eating well, and staying active. So when she started feeling unusually tired, she chalked it up to getting older. However, Millie was not one to sit idly by when something seemed off. She decided to make a few changes to her lifestyle, hoping it would help. One of the first things she did was reassess her diet. Millie had always had a bit of a sweet tooth and a fondness for salty snacks, especially in the evenings. Her go-to snack was a bowl of chips, something she'd nibble on while watching her favorite shows or reading a good book. But with the rising awareness of the importance of healthy eating, she decided it was time to swap out the chips for something healthier. After some research, Millie settled on nuts as her new snack. Nuts were full of good fats, protein, and fiber, and they seemed like the perfect replacement. She particularly enjoyed cashews, creamy, crunchy, and delicious. Millie thought she was making a smart choice, one that would contribute positively to her health. Weeks went by, and Millie stuck to her new snacking habit. Every evening, she would pour herself a small bowl of cashews and savor them, feeling good about her healthier choice. But the tiredness didn't go away. In fact, it seemed to get worse. No matter how much sleep she got or how many cups of coffee she drank, Millie felt like she was dragging herself through each day. The fatigue was unrelenting, a heavy weight that seemed to settle over her, making even the simplest tasks feel like a chore. Millie tried to ignore it at first. She was used to being independent and didn't like to complain. But eventually, the fatigue became too much to bear. She started canceling plans, skipping her yoga classes, and spending more time resting at home. Her family noticed the change and expressed concern, but Millie brushed it off, saying she was just tired and probably needed to take it easy. But deep down, Millie knew something wasn't right. She decided it was time to see her doctor. Perhaps there was a simple explanation, maybe she was anemic, or perhaps her thyroid wasn't functioning properly. Millie made an appointment with her primary care physician and hoped for some answers. When Millie arrived at her doctor's office, she explained her symptoms, the fatigue, the lack of energy, and the general feeling of being unwell. Her doctor listened carefully, asking her about her lifestyle, diet, and any recent changes she might have made. Millie mentioned her switch from chips to cashews, thinking it was a positive change, but otherwise, she couldn't think of anything else that was different. Her doctor ordered a series of blood tests to check her overall health. They looked at her thyroid function, iron levels, and other common markers of health. Millie left the office feeling a bit apprehensive but also relieved that she was taking action. She hoped the tests would provide some clarity and that whatever was wrong could be easily fixed. A few days later, Millie received a call from her doctor's office. Her blood work had come back, and there was something unusual. Her kidney function was highlighted in red and labeled as abnormal. This was surprising, especially since her last lab results, taken just 8 months earlier, had been completely normal. Her doctor asked her to come back in for more tests to confirm the results. Millie was puzzled. She had never had any issues with her kidneys before. Why would her kidney function suddenly be abnormal? She tried not to worry too much, thinking perhaps it was just a lab error. But when the second round of tests came back showing the same abnormality, Millie's concern grew. Her kidneys filtering at only 25% of their normal capacity, leading to a referral to a nephrologist. After extensive testing, Millie's condition remains a mystery until a kidney biopsy reveals that calcium oxalate crystals are damaging her kidneys, a condition called nephrocalcinosis. The crystals formed due to a diet high in oxalates and low in calcium, particularly from her consumption of cashews. With a diagnosis in hand, Millie makes significant lifestyle changes, including avoiding high oxalate foods, increasing calcium intake, and staying hydrated. These adjustments stabilize her kidney function, though she is left with mild chronic kidney disease. Throughout her recovery, Millie gains a deeper understanding of self-care and nutrition, becomes an advocate for kidney health, and finds a renewed sense of purpose. Millie's story is one of resilience and adaptation as she learns to live with her condition while raising awareness and supporting others facing similar challenges. She emerges stronger and more knowledgeable, committed to living life to the fullest despite the ongoing need to manage her health.